Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we end our second chapter. Now, today we are going to learn third chapter, which is nothing but the oscillatory motion. So, what is oscillatory motion? In the 12th standard, we study about the simple harmonic motion, and it is also called as the oscillatory motion. So, while studying this oscillatory motion, we need to learn about some basic terms, and that terms are periodic motion, so what is periodic motion? Periodic motion means the motion of an object which repeats itself after equal interval of time. Means it is the motion which repeats itself after equal interval of time. Such type of motion is called as a periodic motion. So what are the examples of periodic motion? The examples of periodic motion are the motion of earth around the sun, or the motion of moon around the earth, electron revolving around the nucleus. They are the periodic motion which repeat itself after equal interval of time. Then we are moving towards the oscillatory motion. So what is oscillatory motion? Oscillatory motion means it is the motion of an object about the mean position. It is the motion of an object about the mean position. It is called as the oscillatory motion, or it can also be defined as it is the to and fro motion or back and forth motion of an object about the mean position. So what is the back and forth and what is the to and fro motion? For example, consider that this is the mean position. So what is mean position? Mean position at which all the forces are in the equilibrium condition. So we can say that this mean position. Then the motion of an object along this path, and then back return to this path like this. So motion like this, we can say that this motion is called as the oscillatory motion, which crosses the mean position every time. So the motion which move along the path about the mean position, back and forth motion of the particle, it is called as the oscillatory motion. In the motion oscillatory motion, for what are the examples of oscillatory motion? The motion of the swing machine, the motion of the swing machine or the needle of the swing machine, we say that it is the oscillatory motion. Or spring, the motion of the spring, it is also oscillatory motion. Now we are moving towards the harmonic motion, simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion. So what is simple harmonic motion? Simple harmonic motion means the motion in which, what happens? Simple harmonic motion, it is a motion in which velocity of the particle or acceleration on the particle, they are vary with the position. They vary with the position means they always changing. They are changing always, every time with the position. Changing with position means neither velocity nor acceleration remains constant during the simple harmonic motion. It performs a motion, a linear motion, a harmonic motion along a fixed path. It is moving along a fixed path, but in that fixed path, velocity and acceleration vary with the or change with the position. If this fixed path is a straight line, then such type of harmonic motion, it is called as a linear simple harmonic motion. when when the fixed path or the particle is moving along a straight line, then such type of motion is called as a linear simple harmonic motion. And what is the second? If the path is a curve, then such type of motion is called as the angular simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion. It is a curved path. Okay, the string. We can say that the motion of the string is nothing but the angular simple harmonic motion. So these are the some terms which are related with the oscillatory motion. Now we are going to see an example of the oscillatory motion, that is a spring and block oscillator. Spring and block oscillator. And what is this? Consider here, this is a block of mass m, and this is the relaxed position of this block. This is a spring. Then this is another position of this same block having mass m, and this is a spring again, and same block, this is another position. Okay. So what are these three conditions state? These three conditions state that when a spring and a block of mass m, they are connected with each other, they are in the relaxed position, then at that time the forces are in equilibrium. Equilibrium means the forces on either direction of the block are equal to 0. So it is in a relaxed position. Now if I pull this block in this direction, the spring gets stretched, and if consider this is a force F applied on this block, the same amount of force is directed, or same amount of force is produces inside the body. According to the Newton's third law, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So the same amount of force, the same magnitude force is developed within the body, and the direction of this force is always directed towards the mean position. What is this? This is nothing the mean position, and this force is directed towards the mean position. Okay, so what happened? This force is try to bring this block to the mean position, and this force is try to go away from the mean position. So what is this? This is the amount of force which bring or try to bring this block from the position or from the displacement. For example, this is the displacement of the block x from this mean position. So we can say that this force is always, it is directed towards the mean position. So we can write the observation, the force is directed towards the mean position. It is directed towards the mean position, and this force is directly proportional to the displacement. Force is directly proportional to the displacement. If I apply a greater force, greater will be the displacement. So we can say that this F is directly proportional to F, but we can say that this F is equal to, this applied force is equal to this restoring force. So we can say that this force and this displacement, they are oppositely directed. So I can write here, this force is oppositely directed, means it is proportional to minus of x. This minus sign indicates that this force and displacement are oppositely directed. So by explaining these two conditions, by understanding these two conditions, we can explain this linear simple harmonic motion, and this motion is taken place along a straight line. So it is a linear simple harmonic motion. As we stated earlier, if the motion is take place along the straight line, it is a linear simple harmonic motion. So the motion of this block is along a straight line, so it is a linear simple harmonic motion. So how we can define this linear simple harmonic motion? We can define this as a to and fro motion of the object. It is a oscillatory motion. It is oscillatory motion, so we can start like this. The motion, the to and fro motion of the object about the mean position, in which the force is always directed towards the mean position. Force is always directed towards the mean position, and it is directly proportional to the displacement. It is directly proportional to the displacement. Such type of motion is called as a linear simple harmonic motion. Why it is called linear? It is called as linear because it is takes place along a straight line. Okay, so what is the definition of linear simple harmonic motion? Linear simple harmonic motion in which the force is directly proportional to displacement and is always directed towards the mean position. Okay, so this is the linear simple harmonic motion, and we are going to learn something more about this linear simple harmonic motion. So what happened in the linear simple harmonic motion? What happened in the case of linear harmonic motion? We already said that in the linear harmonic motion, this f is directly proportional to minus x. This f and x, they are oppositely directed, so we introduce here a minus sign. If we eliminate this sign, so this f is equal to minus k multiplied by x, where this k is nothing but, what is k? This k is a force constant. It is a force constant. Okay, so we can say that this f is equal to minus k multiplied by x. But according to the Newton's second law, if there is any force, there must be acceleration. So we can write f is equal to mass multiplied by acceleration. So here we can write this ma is equal to minus k multiplied by x, because this is also force, this is a force, so we can equate these equations. So it is a is equal to minus k by m multiplied by x. Now this is the term in the bracket, it is a constant, so we can write this a is proportional to, directly proportional to x, but again this is a minus sign, so it indicates that this acceleration and this displacement, they are oppositely directed. So in this way, in this lecture we see some basic terms or some basic concepts which are related with the simple harmonic motion. In the next lecture we are going to see another some important terms which are related with the simple harmonic motion. So this is enough for today. Have a good day. Bye.